Hi friends, this is Surojit Ray here. In this video, I shall be speaking on an important issue which I see many people facing in today's times. And this issue is infidelity or cheating on one's life partner. This video is a warning bell for many. Please listen to it in full. It is extremely interesting and an eye-opener for one and all. For those who do not know me, I am a counselor, hypnotherapist, motivational speaker and coach. I do a lot of one-on-one counseling and coaching, many of my clients being from Bollywood, the media industry and corporate India. In my professional journey, I come across different kinds of people and I have to help them solve their problems. Infidelity stands apart as an issue which I get to see pretty frequently in my clients. There are two sides to this issue. One, where you are the culprit and have done it, and second, where you are the victim and have been cheated by your life partner. In this video, I shall be covering the first part. Precisely looked at, I shall be talking about how to make amends if you have done infidelity with your life partner, and of course also about how not to get into it ever in your lifetime. To bring in the realistic element into this video, I have chosen to take anonymous reference of a few cases which I have handled as a counselor. Listen to this video very carefully. Do not skip any portions of this video. This is a very intense and thought-provoking video and completely worth the watch. In my counseling profession, I often come across married men and women sitting in front of me, majority of them in their 30s and 40s, and who have willingly had sexual relations outside their marriage. They have cheated on their spouse for months or years together with single or multiple partners, and now suddenly remorse sets in. To cleanse their sins, they start visiting counselors and so-called spiritual gurus seeking a remedy for the crime already committed. In fact, many of them sit and weep profusely in front of me. Quite a few of them also slip into depression and need psychiatric support thereafter, along with regular counseling. The only purpose behind sharing this video is to stop you from falling into similar trouble in your life. Further, if you have already fallen for it, the world does not end for you there. There is always a remedy. I shall try and discuss how we counsel such cases and help them come out of the guilt step by step. When I'm meeting such clients, my advice to them is simple. What has happened in your life has already happened and now cannot be undone. You chose to cross the line and move outside the ethical fabric of your society and your own mindset while doing what you did. The fact that you now have remorse for what you have done proves that your personal morality fabric too recognizes this as something wrong, hence the consequential guilt now. Here, it is very important to note that the ethical fabric of a person does not change overnight. In fact, it remains the same all through your life in most cases. Born as a man gullible to vices, we do tend to get momentarily influenced by wrong people and cultures around us. Simply because a lot of people around us are very freely doing something which is unethical, that wrong thing suddenly starts appearing as right to us for that moment. We then blindfold ourselves and succumb to the situation. Once done, it becomes a habit for us. The habit then leads us deeper, keeping the blindfold on our eyes intact. Suddenly, one fine morning, our morality speaks and we break down. Trips to counselors and babas are next on our to-do list. In fact, in most of such cases of infidelity that I have counseled, I have observed that people succumb in 5 specific situations. Number 1, when they are influenced by a close friend to do it. 2, at a time in life when they are actually emotionally susceptible. 3, when they are hit by excessive boredom in life. 4, when they have grudge or hatred in their mind for their spouse. And 5, when they are biologically deprived or starved. I remember a case where an educated housewife leading a comfortable and rich lifestyle chose to cheat on her husband without any strong reason to do so, simply since she saw her office-going friend do it. Similarly, I had the case of an aged businessman from a traditional family with children of marriageable age cheating on his diligent wife of 25 years simply since he hated her nagging nature. In fact, exposure to social media has added to this problem where insecure and unsuccessful persons try to lure rich and successful married people into an extramarital relationship and then blackmail them for the rest of their lives. So, in some of the cases that I have come across, it's not just guilt which the person has had to cope up with. At times, he or she is also very scared of the possible reputation loss and is then required to visit the police and take legal recourse to stop the other party from blackmailing them. You can imagine the stress and turmoil these people face going through something like this. In fact, I also counseled a case of couples swapping recently where one of the couples was infected with a sexually transmitted disease and now all the four involved are suffering from it and under medical treatment. Sad to say the least. Not to talk about some lunatics who have entered into a relationship with their own relative staying in the same house. I recently had a case of an 18-year-old boy serving a 60-year-old relative. And now he was caught in the act by his parents. He slipped into depression and came to me for counseling help along with his parents. The reason I am sharing all this in this video is to show you where we are actually heading as humans today. Yes, the reality is ugly, but let us face it, we do not have any other choice. All these people I'm talking about are educated, middle class or upper middle class people who very well knew the divide between right and wrong. Thanks to the changing times, today we are all potentially susceptible to this vice called infidelity. In fact, after seeing all the plight of my clients who chose the path of infidelity, the only question I can ask here is this momentary shit worth the dragging guilt, stress, and sorrow it is bringing for you along with it? We live in a country called India, which is respected for its social and cultural fabric. All of us have grown in a culturally strong background where not only our parents and elders, but even our mythology and folklore have taught us about the importance and relevance of discipline and ethics in life. Whichever religion you belong to, each one of them has categorized infidelity as one of the most lowly sins to exist. Also, when you are already living in a holy institution called marriage, which is also helping you fulfill all your biological needs, why do you really need to look beyond? Always remember that any bodily engagement with another person is not just about momentary fulfillment of bodily desires. It also leads to an intimate and subconscious soul connect with that person, and the lesser the people you connect your soul with, the better. You sleep with a terrorist and you shall absorb his vibes and start thinking like a terrorist. You sleep with a saint and you shall have saintly vibes. That is how powerful the mind and body connect is. This is not fun. I wish I could elaborate a bit more on this, but then this is not the core topic of this video, so I hold myself back on this. In fact, have you ever wondered why nature gave us the full body at birth, but the license to have sex only after a particular age, that is, after we attaining puberty? Because even nature wanted us to use prudence and judgment in our decision to use this pleasure with caution, requisite restraint, and due morality. It is like having a gun with a license. A soldier uses it to save his country, and a terrorist uses the same gun to destroy another country. Choice is ours whether we want to be a soldier or a terrorist here. Just because we have a hidden potential vice does not mean we succumb to it. Every religion in the world has provided us with rich literature around self-control and discipline. Also, bodily lust is a common vice existing in all of us without any exception. We cannot change that, but we can definitely control the way our body handles it. A man having a feeling of momentary sexual lust on seeing an attractive woman is a default setting in all our bodies, and vice versa. But then, nature has also given us a gadget called the brain, which has the power to govern our thinking and control our emotions, mental thoughts, and physical actions. Choice is ours as to how do we hold ourselves back. Yogis attain full control on their senses and vices. Yes, we are not yogis, neither do I expect the abstinence of a yogi from you, but we can definitely hold ourselves back to staying loyal and trustworthy to a partner we and the institution called marriage has chosen for us. In fact, if I look at Indian mythology, it has so many stories around how damsels foxed sages into a trap of lust. So the fear of this trap has existed since ages, and our mythology was wise enough to guide us with stories on the same. As I see it, every kind of desire or vice in our body is harmless till we control it well, and it remains as a subtle desire or vice in our body. But the moment you give it a leash and convert the desire or vice into an addiction, it wrecks your life apart. This applies to tobacco consumption, smoking, liquor consumption, drug addiction, and as much to sex related addiction. So my guidance to all who have already fallen trap to infidelity is to first forgive yourself for the grave mistake that you have committed. Next is to have the guts to be honest and share this reality with your spouse. Being honest and sharing it with your spouse whom you have cheated on is the only karmic payback available for this mistake. It will relieve you of all the burden you are carrying on your head. You are confiding in him or her simply since you have breached his or her trust in you. Plead your case with honesty and pray for the best result. Explain to your spouse that what you did was extremely wrong and unethical, that you love him or her very dearly, and hence you build the guts to admit this transparently. Yes, this shall definitely jolt your spouse at that moment. He or she may have a wild reaction to what you did, but once sanity prevails and the reality starts sinking in, he or she is likely to realize how honest and bold you have been to confide everything to him or her honestly. You need the support of your spouse here, minded. If you are in the guilt of infidelity, you will not be able to fight the depression single-handedly. It will only lead you into further problems and depression. Suppression here will always lead to more guilt and pain for you. Take the bold step, confide. Also, if need be, visit a marriage counselor, and if you need psychiatric help for the guilt-inflicted depression, do not fall short of visiting a good and empathetic psychiatrist. While confiding in your spouse could also lead to an extreme situation known as divorce in some rare cases, most of the times your courage to confide will be suitably rewarded. That is what my experience as a counselor says after the several cases I have counseled on this topic. Many people before you have seen through this problem successfully. You are not the only one facing this. Stay bold, stay brave. If you need my support, I'm always there to guide you. You can reach out to me as a counselor on www.karmakosmos.com. Further, if you have not fallen trap to infidelity still, my congratulations to you. Stay away from it. Develop self-control and discipline. The institution called marriage has given you the official license to fulfill your biological needs whenever you want through your faithful life partner. The fact that you chose to be bound by marriage makes you responsible for abiding by the code of conduct marriage brought into your life. You always had the choice not to marry, right? Further, if you have any problems or complaints vis-a-vis any deficiency in your spouse, learn to communicate in those situations. You cannot punish yourself and your spouse with infidelity in these situations. Any kind of deficiency in your spouse or any kind of problem between you and your spouse can always be repaired through communication. Learn to communicate in these kind of situations and resolve the gap which is existing. And if you are a modern day liberal who does not believe in the institution of marriage, who wants to hop from one tree to another and have the choice of whom you want to engage with at different points of time in your life, I can only say all the best to you. Ensure that you stay firm on this belief system all your life, since any diversion from the same in future may lead you to unnecessary guilt. Also, in such a case, do stay safe on whom you indulge with. Be aware of the medical risks, and also do invest some time in reading about life and karma. For all those who are having this liberal kind of a mindset, I would urge you to read a book called The Laws of the Spirit World, written by Khorshid Bhavnagari. I repeat, The Laws of the Spirit World, written by Khorshid Bhavnagari. It is a phenomenal book which gives you knowledge about karma in the right sense. For a believer, karma drives his life, and for a non-believer, it is simply holy crap. I'm not asking you to be a believer in karma. I'm simply considering all the options possible here, since I will have different people viewing this video from across the globe. People with different kinds of mindsets and belief systems would see this. So I'm just trying to give an answer as viewed from every kind of mindset which could possibly exist on this topic. As mortals, we are all meant to have our own independent views thanks to the buddhi or brain nature has bestowed us with. In the world that we are currently living in, it is difficult to judge anything as right or wrong. Everything has now become more a matter of perception rather than what is right and what is wrong. Every perception brings on table a new dimension. Till a few decades back, man was more conservative and trusted past wisdom which was handed over to him by his forefathers. Not anymore. With the advent of technology, today a lot of information and misinformation is now freely available, which has at times elevated man's thought process and at other times also degraded it. In this complex world like never before, it is really hard to put a finger on what is right and what is wrong. The crux therefore lies in building a strong belief system for self based on knowledgeable reasoning and a thought process you strongly support and can believe in lifelong, and then learn to stay firm on it forever. If you choose to be bound by the institution of marriage, play the game diligently as per its rules. It will keep you happy. And if you choose to go the other way and want to explore multiple partners, play it safe and consistent all through. In either case, you do not have a choice to alter your belief system at a later stage in life. If you do so, you will only feel depressed. I'll close this video with a counseling client whom I recently met. He's a 70-year-old man who had multiple flings in his life, cheating on his wife several times. He did it only succumbing to lust and took full advantage of the innocence of his diligent and docile wife. Now he regrets his actions. He cried like a child in front of me, knowing how unfaithful he had been to his sweet wife, who gave up everything in her life for his happiness. She served him all his life. She had recently been by him when he had a massive heart attack. She carried him in her arms to the hospital with no other help available and saved his life. Had she not been bold enough to act bravely in that situation that particular day, he would have been dead for sure. He realized her true worth as a person that day. Flings last a few nights, relationships last a lifetime. He learned his lesson the harder way. And unfortunately, he does not have a chance now to confide in his wife what all wrong he has done all his life. He just lost her to brain hemorrhage a few weeks back. I had tears in my eyes as he howled like a child in front of me. For once, I did not know what to advise. He now feels very sad. Sad because he feels that he shall never meet her again. This is since she has already hit heaven for the beautiful person that she was, and he has his confirmed reservation in hell in the next few years for all the dirty deeds that he has done all his life. As I sit back and think of this case, I feel lucky to be the person I am. At least I shall die a peaceful death. Of course, miles to go before I sleep. Well friends, hope this video has helped you form your views around this difficult subject of infidelity. If you want to engage with me on this further for something more specific, please feel free to reach out to me through my website www.karmacosmos.com. The website has my contact numbers. I have mended several homes which were plagued with this issue. I shall try my best to help you here if you need my help. I'm based out of Mumbai and do online consultations for people outside Mumbai as well. Goes without saying, full confidentiality is assured in every counseling case. What has been listed in this video is generic information. Every counseling case is very different and has its own set of complications and peculiarities. So please feel free to reach out to me should you need any further help from my side. To like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel titled Karma Cosmos Talks. If you have not already done it, hit the bell icon so that you can receive future notifications from my YouTube channel, and also leave a comment in the comment section below the video. Your likes, comments and views stand as my only motivation. Friends, I am a common man just like you, but on an interesting and never-ending journey. On my YouTube channel, you shall find a lot of such interesting stuff which very few others speak about and give solutions for. So, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so ASAP and encourage me to share more such videos. God bless you. Wishing you a wonderful, fulfilling, happy, and most importantly, ethical life ahead. Life is really beautiful and meant to be lived with dignity, honesty, and ethics. Do make this your default choice. Thank you so much for watching this video.